Okay, here we are again, boys and girls. We got 5 people watching right now. Let's come on in and say hello. That way I'll know that you're at least here and listening. I got this roll of 1954S Lincoln cents. These are directly from the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco. We have a relatively clean looking end on this roll on both ends. So it'd be exciting to dive in here and see what we can find in here. I'm going to go ahead and get started now. Go ahead and start poking this open. Oh, James. Okay, we got both ends of this opened up now. I can unroll the paper, wrapper over the coins as usual, and let's find out what's in here. Nice roll of 1954S it appears, and here's our first coin. Bill Crescent. Bill Crescent comes up first. Let's see what we have for Bill. Well, we have an RPM. And a buy. It is a buy error, and it is an RPM. Let me zoom in so that we can take a better look at the RPM. Nope, maybe not an RPM. I thought that was a split, but it isn't. There is a little bit off to the west, so it's hard to tell right now. Let me get a little bit of a wipe out after it to get that crustiness out of the way so we could take a better look. Yeah, maybe not. It may not be. There is one really nice double die obverse that we should be watching for on this issue. It shows mostly in the motto, "In God We Trust." This is a very nice buy. That's right, number 7 and out. Alright, let's take a look at the reverse on this and see if we have anything on the reverse. Reverses are not well known, 1954S, for producing double dies, so we'll take a quick look at about the first dozen coins on the reverse to see if we run into anything. And this is Bill Crescent. First coin in the roll. Looks like we have a buy coin, nothing else. And coin number 2. Deanne. And for DN we have, well, it's a different die, but it is not an RPM. Shifted to the right and very close to the 5. I keep moving around because I'm studying these very well the first time through. Memorizing different markers. I'll talk you through it as we go along. Shouldn't be so quiet about it. No secret involved here. See the 2 die scratches headed to the southwest off the Sea of Cent. Just in case I have to use those. I know those belong to a low punched, high punched, very right writing mint mark, but then under the 9 are 2 standing little dots of die damage. Should be pretty easy to find this next time around. This one's for Deanne. It's coin number 2. Coin number 3 now goes to Wanda, and coin number 3 is it is also not an RPM. And not a double die. Let's take a look at the reverse. These coins are toned down just a little bit. Otherwise quite nice. nothing special on that one, so we'll go to Stephen Dallas. And Stephen Dallas ends up with, this one's got a little bit of a plugged mint mark, so it's the die is in such old die state and poor disrepair. You can see that the 9 and the 5 have die cracks on them. The 4 and the 1 also have smaller die cracks on them. And the S has a small die chip that actually fills in the top of the mint mark. Not very attractive under a microscope, I tell you. Let's see what we have here. If anything on the reverse. Nothing doing. So that's coin number 4. Down to coin number 5. Coin number 5, Bill Crescent. It's another one that's exactly the same as Deanne's coin was. Same die. So I should expect nothing on the reverse. Here's your die scratches running off the sea of scent, as I described when we were looking at her coin. And that's for Mr. Crescent. Now number 6, Kelly Michaud. There is an RPM. There we go. You can see a very well split lower serif. Let me get this piece of crud off the coin. It's a little piece of crud right on the mint mark. There we go. That should be gone. That's a pretty nice looking mint mark there. You turn the camera around to straighten it up. Okay, Eric, you want to get a screenshot? And then I'll move on. That's my camera likes to twist on its own. Don't know how hard or easy it'll be to pick that particular die out of the plethora of 1954 S RPMs there are, but this one shouldn't be too difficult. It is a nice RPM though. Pretty looking RPM to get us going on this roll and going strong. This is coin number 6 for Kelly Michaud. Now number 7. Number 7, Joe McBride. See what Mr. Joe gets. Mr. Joe. Yeah, I need to be closer because I can't really see these real well. There we go. You know, nothing there. Well, now I'm actually too close. Move out just a little bit here. There we go. Maybe this will do it. About this far away. That seems better. There's my poopy dog. Ho, Sherman. General Sherman has come for an inspection. Room temperature. Hi, buddy. Sherm likes to come for a view once in a while. Coin number 8. Oh, Wanda. Coin number 8 is, well, it's another one of those ones with the S high and under the 5. No other doubling do I see. All of the coins in this roll are somewhat toned down just a little bit as an effect of the paper they were wrapped in for as many years as they were wrapped. It's not going to be a high gem producing roll, but we have some relatively nice coins in here. Few RPM coins. Perhaps. We've only run into one so far. But we keep looking. Oh, there's a nice die clash right there. See, that's actually the upper part of the sea of scent. Actually, it's the lower part of the sea of scent. Backwards and upside down, which doesn't really make any difference when you're backwards and upside down. What part people are looking at. Okay, nothing there. Now coin number 10. Yo, man. Another one of the ones with the bust inside the upper part of the S mint mark. We've seen this die before, and it has produced nothing for us except an interesting little coin to look at. No die variety here. That's number 10. Now number 11. Tim Morrell. Tim's coin is... Well, if it's an RPM, it's a really, really, really minor one. I can see it barely on the left-hand side of the upper curve, but I just don't think it's there. Not enough, anyway. It's the same as the first coin in the roll. It's got the buy on it. Okay, I'll skip over it for now. Yeah, I'll just take the two coins out. The first one and coin number 11, because I know that those are the same die. I'm going to take them out and put them off to the side, because I think there's some chance that it's a minor RPM that I'll have to take a better look at to see whether or not it's something I can list. And here's for Sir Benji, coin number 12. And not an RPM. And not a double die obverse. And this will be the last one that I look at the reverse of, unless we see something different and unusual. Now number 13. Number 13, Mike Byers. Sorry, I keep doing that. Mike Birchman. But he got a nice one. Nice little stretched out RPM there, east and west, and it's got a little die crack inside the 5 of the date. That is an RPM. So I'll be pulling it off to the side for Mike. Not Mike Byers, but Mike Birchman. See, I know of a person named Mike Byers. And then I have an Eric Byer here and a Mike Birchman here. So I get them names all mixed up. Hello, James. So Mike Birchman is going to get... It's going to be called a die number 2 for the roll. And on to number 14, which would be for Jeff Dunn. Jeff Dunn will take this coin. It's another one of those. It's got a nice little east and west RPM with a die crack running from the 5 down to the left part of the S, or the right part, I'm sorry, the right part of the S. It's got a big die crack up in the hair. And nothing really on the reverse except a late die state. That'll be for Jeff Dunn. And I will put it here for die 2 possibility. There's another one. The upper half of the mint mark just looks fatter than it should be, which tells me that it's probably an RPM. I'll have to get a better look at it later when I can get it up close under the scope, look at it with both eyes. Right now I'm using my scope, but I'm using a screen to view it, using a monitor. It looks pretty nice though, so I'm pulling it out. Here's number 16 for Yeoman. Number 16 for Yeoman. Boy, that's a different amount of crack and break there, and that's not an RPM, I do not believe. Nope, not seeing any doubling on the mint mark itself. Lower B is broken out, got a big die crack in the upper hair. one of the typical weak points of the design. They generally try to get little cracks and breaks in the areas that are weak first, which is why you'll see a number of different issues and a number of different dies with little cracks and breaks in the same basic area. Nothing going on here. Just a normal coin. Jim Fletcher. Now number 18. Number 18 goes to New Marshall in town. And New Marshall gets himself a nice RPM. This one is a different RPM from the others that we've seen. This is an East RPM. Very nice looking. It's got a little bit of a die break on the top part of the crosslet of the 4, right in the crook of the 4 where the crosslet and the vertical mat meet up. I think that is a marker for a known listed die variety. I'll find out later, but I do believe that is a known marker. So the die, the cud die is listed, or the buy, I'm sorry, the buy die is listed. That's awesome. Great, that'll help us out later. Thank you, sir. Joe McBride come up with the next one here. Coin number 19. Number 19 for Joe McBride looks like this right here. And yeah, minor if it is. It's got some crud up above the 1 in the date though. That's in the die. It looks like it could be a minor split upper curve. It's like a separation line running straight up and down through the middle of the lower half of the upper curve, if you followed that. Very heavy die clash of the C. This could be a repeat of a die we saw earlier, and I did not recognize any doubling on the S, so this one could be a fluke that just looks like doubling on the S but is not. We'll hold it off to the side anyway. There's Joe McBride. I'm going to put it off to the side with the other one that we put off to the side, just to see. Now number 20, Yo Man. Coin number 20 for Yo Man is not a die variety. Now coin number 21, Mr. Marshall. Nothing really going on there. Now move on to coin number 22. Mr. Worley. Mr. Worley. Mr. Luck of the roll. Well, there's nothing going on in this one. This is our first die out of the roll. It's the one that has the high and right S mint mark. That's coin number 22. Now coin number 23. Not much of nothing going on here. Got a break in the upper 9. Break starting in the lower 5. But nothing really there. And that's coin number 23 now. Coin number 24. Deanne. Deanne will get. Yep. It's a broken upper S. Not noted to be a die variety of any kind. Interesting little character to talk about when you're educating on the minting process and the fact that dies do chip and break as they're being used. Hey, there we go. That's the same die that Marshall ended up with, I do believe. Nice S over S East. This one goes to Wanda. So Wanda got herself a nice RPM. Nice, nice, nice. I'll stick this on the stack with the other one, number 18. This is number 25. And they will ride together for now. Oh, I gotta flip this stack over. Go to Mike Birchman. Mike Birchman with coin number 26. Coin number 26 is this right here. Got another one with the break in the upper S, which is not a die variety. Now number 27, Stephen Dallas. This one looks like it could be really minor West RPM. It appears as though it is actually a minor West RPM. So this has to be a different die from that first one that we were looking at, because there's two things. You've got the West RPM, which does definitely appear to be a small West RPM, but you've also got this raised area over here. Didn't exist on the die we were looking at earlier that had the high and right facing S mint mark. Different die, different set of circumstances. This one happens to be an RPM. So we'll set this off to the side for Stephen Dallas. Move on to coin number 28, Bill Cresson. Bill gets another one of our really nice double split serif RPMs with the extra doubling on the lower curve. He's going to join, who was that? Mr. Marshall and Wanda. Just want to be sure I got that right. Mr. Marshall and Wanda with what is now probably the nicest RPM in the roll. I did have a chance to look through the listings of the previous roll that we just went through, and a really good chance that we're going to be issuing some plate coin designations on some of the coins in that roll. It could be a trick of the light Wanda, because the L stands up a little bit more than the other letters. So with an angle of light like the one I have approaching the coin, it lights up one side of the L against a dark field, which makes it look larger, and then it also lights up the bottom of the L, which could be at a slightly higher resolution, or a slightly higher relief, than the rest of the area around it. Could give you the optical illusion that it's really tall. Here's coin number 30. I'm sorry, not 29. It's number 30. Coin number 30. It's another one of our filled S mint marks. And this one goes to Deanne. A lot of these coins are in very good shape. A lot of them. Really nice shape. Coin number 31 now. Coin number 31 goes to Kelly Michaud. And Kelly Michaud gets, looks like, a bit of a very minor West RPM inside the upper mint mark. Yep, definitely. Definitely doubled in the inside of the upper mint mark. So I don't know what this one is, but it is cute. Very nice. Another different die. Number 32, Jim Fletcher. Jim Fletcher will pull a normal coin. Now let me pull this out so that we can actually see it. Nothing there. Number 33, Kelly Michaud. Yeah, it looks like Kelly does not get a major breakout date on his coin here. Move us on to coin number 34 now. Coin number 34 goes to Bulldog. And Bulldog's coin Nuttin. Number 35, Jim Fletcher. Now 36, Jim Worley. Nuttin again. So we got some change-up dies going on here. Some of these are showing up in part of the roll that didn't show up in another part of the roll, and basically what that generally means is that they did a lot of die swapping, and there were a lot of different dies in the hopper when they started counting. Nothing do we see there. This one's for Wanda. Now number 38, Stephen Dallas. Stephen Dallas walks away with a very nice repunchment mark, double split serif. This is one of our really nice double split serif RPMs, joining the likes of Marshall and Wanda and Bill Cresson. Got a big die chip on the bottom of the T of cent. Now number 39, Farm Dog. And Farm Dog gets one of the really nice East RPMs. And number 40, Tim Morrell. Tim gets, it's going to turn out to be a normal coin. Minor West RPM. Now coin number 41. 41 will go to Alan. Nothing there. Hello, Arizona Coins. Hope you're doing well, sir. Coin number 42, John Brandon Bow. There is another one of our East split RPMs. Another one of the Marshall and Wanda coins for the Marshall and Wanda show. And now Sureg. Got nothing there. Now number 44, Farm Dog. A little bit of red on this one, a little bit of brown. It does look like a really minor RPM. I'll stick this in the pile of, well, no, yeah, this is the pile of the 1, the 14, or no, 1, 11, and 19, sorry. 1, 11, and 19, and this will be another one. I've had someone kindly go through and identify the buy error on this, so I will understand a little more when I'm looking for the RPM, what I'm looking for. Marshall? Interesting coin. Could be an RPM. Probably not. Bunch of die breaks. Very late die state coin. But yet it could be. Now number 46. Number 46 is Bulldog. One of the last 5 coins left in the roll. It's another one of the same. So that'll go next on that list. Number 47, Joe McBride. Nothing there. Three coins left. Number 48 now, Jeff Dunn. This is the one that could have a little bit of a minor split in the upper part of the mint mark. It's got that smokestack coming out of the one up there, it looks like. It's like a one with a smokestack, right? Heavy die clash of the sea in cent. It looks like the one is a boiler chimney at a factory. Coin number 49 goes to Jim Worley. Let's take a look at Jim Worley's coins, see what we have for coin number 49. Nothing. Not a thing. Okay. Now coin number 50. Coin number 50, the last coin in the roll, goes to John Brandenbow. Let's see what John Brandenbow ends up with in this last coin. Well, and we got nothing going on for this last part of the roll. But we did turn up a number of decent coins. We have over a half a roll of normal coins. That's these little guys right here. And then for die varieties, I'm just going to lump these together and count them all as one and split them apart later. But here's what we have for die variety possibilities or definites. We've got coins numbered 6, 45, 15, 14, 13, 46, 44, 19, 11, 1, 31, 42, 38, 28, 25, 18, 39, and 27. I'll flip through these real quick and let you look at them for the names as to who gets what. And there you go. Folks, I'm going to take off for the day. Go and get some of my other stuff done and go to my VFW meeting this evening. Go to bed and get up tomorrow morning and ready to start rolling again. We'll do this again tomorrow. Then I'll get everything all packaged up and out. I appreciate it, folks. You guys have a great afternoon, a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow.